Rebuilding reading in a distracted world. Across age groups, people report feeling too distracted, too tired, or too overwhelmed to read. This isn't laziness, it's neuroscience. Modern environments overload our cognitive systems, fragment our attention, and reshape our dopamine pathways. Reading, which requires sustained focus and cognitive stability, becomes harder to initiate and even harder to enjoy. Recent research confirms this shift. A 2025 meta-analysis of 32 empirical studies found that attentional interference in digital environments reduces reading comprehension by a medium to large effect size, Hedges G equals -0.64. Another 2026 systematic review on short-form video use shows that rapid, high-reward digital content alters neurocognitive routines in youth, making slower tasks like reading feel less stimulating by comparison. But the decline in reading desire is reversible. Attention is trainable. Dopamine patterns are modifiable. Reading stamina can be rebuilt. Below is a comprehensive, evidence-based guide for individuals, parents, and schools. Why reading feels hard now, across all ages. 1. Digital distraction reduces comprehension. The 2025 meta-analysis shows that background distractions, especially music, TV, and multitasking significantly impair reading comprehension. Older readers experience even greater declines when exposed to digital distractions. 2. Short-form media rewires reward pathways. A 2026 systematic review found that short-form video platforms create endless scroll routines that elevate dopamine expectations, making slower cognitive tasks, like reading, feel less rewarding. 3. Cognitive overload reduces working memory. Attention research shows that when cognitive load is high, the brain prioritizes quick, low-effort tasks. Reading, which requires working memory, inference, and sustained attention, becomes harder to initiate. 4. Fragmented attention weakens deep reading networks. Digital switching trains the brain to skim, not immerse. Neuroscientist Marianne Wolf's work shows that digital reading encourages scanning pathways, reducing stamina for long-form reading. 5. Emotional fatigue shrinks cognitive bandwidth. Stress reduces executive function, making reflective tasks like reading feel mentally heavy. What individuals can do. Rebuilding personal reading desire. 1. Start with micro-reading. Short texts reduce cognitive resistance and rebuild narrative stamina. This aligns with findings that attentional interference is lower for short, low-effort reading tasks. 2. Use the 2-minute rule. Commit to reading for just 2 minutes. Behavioral science shows that tiny habits bypass resistance and expand naturally. 3. Pair reading with a reward. Pleasant cues, tea, lighting, music-free space, retrain dopamine pathways that have been overstimulated by short-form content. 4. Reduce digital noise before reading. The meta-analysis confirms that background media significantly reduces comprehension. Turn off notifications for 20 minutes. 5. Read what you actually enjoy. Intrinsic motivation increases when reading aligns with curiosity, not obligation. 6. Build a reading ritual. Same time, same place, same cue. Rituals reduce decision fatigue and increase consistency. 7. Track your reading mood, not pages. Mood tracking increases intrinsic motivation more than quantitative tracking. What parents can do, rebuilding reading culture at home. 1. Model reading, don't mandate it. Children mirror adult behavior. Even 10 minutes of visible parent reading increases a child's likelihood of reading. 2. Create a reading atmosphere. Environmental cues matter. Visible books, quiet corners, soft lighting, and predictable routines. This reduces attentional interference and supports comprehension. 3. Offer choice-based reading. Autonomy increases motivation. Let children choose genre, format, and medium. 4. Use family reading time. Shared silence builds reading stamina and reduces distraction. 5. replace screen time with screen-adjacent reading. E-readers and digital libraries leverage existing habits without competing with dopamine-heavy apps. 6. Celebrate reading, don't grade it. Praise curiosity, not completion. What schools can do: rebuilding collective reading attention. 1. Reduce multi-platform chaos. Multiple platforms increase cognitive load. Streamlining reduces attentional fragmentation. 2. Teach slow reading as a skill. Annotation, pausing, questioning, summarizing. Deep reading must be taught, not assumed. 3. Build reading stamina gradually. Use progressive time blocks, 5, 8, 12, 15, 20 minutes. 4. Create low-distraction reading zones. The meta-analysis shows that removing background distractions improves comprehension. 5. Integrate reading with purpose. Reading should lead to projects, debates, creative outputs, and real-world tasks. Purpose increases engagement. How to shrug off reading lethargy, for anyone feeling too tired to read. 1. Accept that your brain has adapted, not failed. Digital environments rewired your attention. This is reversible. 2. Start with pleasure reading. Your brain needs to remember that reading feels good. 3. Reduce mental clutter before reading. A 60-second breathing pause increases cognitive bandwidth. 4. Read in natural attention windows. Most people have 2 to 3 natural focus windows per day. Morning, late afternoon, late evening. Use them. 5. Use audiobooks as a bridge. Audiobooks rebuild narrative stamina and reduce resistance. 6. Build identity around reading. I am someone who reads for clarity. Identity-based habits stick longer than goal-based habits. Closing insight. The decline in reading desire is not a moral failing, it's a neurological adaptation to an overstimulated world. But attention is trainable. Dopamine patterns are modifiable. Reading stamina is rebuildable. With small, intentional steps, at home, in schools, and within ourselves, we can restore the deep, reflective literacy that modern life has quietly eroded.